Okay. Hi, my name is Gina, and I'm going to be reviewing Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Well, I just got back from watching it last night, and I have to say it was amazing. But before I jump into it, a little bit about the story. It focuses on the events taking place after Order of the Phoenix, where it was established in front of a bunch of witnesses that Lord Voldemort has returned, and Harry and Dumbledore were telling the truth the whole time. We find out there's been attacks on wizards and muggles, and there's this amazing destruction of a bridge in the first few minutes of the film that is really cool to watch. And we get to follow the story of our three young wizards as they're growing up still. They're about 16 now, and Ron's younger sister Ginny as well. And they all kind of get bitten by the love bug. Uh, Ron becomes involved with this nauseatingly clingy girl named Lavender Brown, and Hermione has to watch. And watching Harry and Hermione watch the people they're crushing on snog other people is really heartbreaking. Emma Watson is a beautiful girl, and she's so delicate, and seeing her heartbreak, you just want to reach out to her and give her a hug. Now, this movie was directed by David Yates, who also directed Order of the Phoenix, and is going to be directing parts 1 and 2 of The Deathly Hallows. And you can really tell the sense of maturity that the journey has taken. But what's nice about this film is we get back a little bit about what we loved in the first few movies. As in, well, 4 and 5, let's face it, it got really serious and we mostly focused on all the dark events taking place. And this time, I really felt like they got a good overview of the whole book. They took little bits and pieces, so you get a bit of the whole story. It feels very well rounded. You get to have all those little moments that make us love those characters, and we get to see them grow into the people they're going to become. Now, as far as the plot goes, again, Dumbledore really takes Harry under his wing this time, and together they're trying to look through memories to find out more about Voldemort and his past in hopes of exposing some sort of a weakness or a weapon and basically verifying some information. And we get to see Voldemort as a kid in an orphanage where Dumbledore recruits him, and then later on as an older student with his mentor, Professor Slughorn. Now, this is a new character. Dumbledore has coaxed him back to the university to take over as potions master, and now Snape gets to finally be the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher that he's wanted forever. So that's really cool to see. And Harry has to get close to Slughorn to find out more information about Voldemort as a kid so they can find out what they can do about him. And Jim Broadbent as Professor Slughorn is wonderful. He has a very charismatic face, and seeing him try to hide this part of his past where he catered to this student who was this bright pupil and then he turned out evil, and watching him expose this vulnerability is one of the finer points of the film. And meanwhile, we've got Draco Malfoy, who has been chosen by the Dark Lord to complete a task, which I won't give away in this review, but seeing him change over the course of the year as he gets more pale and sickly, as he's burdened down with this challenge before him and the guilt and the fear of failure, and it's just amazing. He is nothing like he only has shadows of that cocky kid he was in the first few, because all the games are over. He had to grow up fast now. And Snape also has to back him up because he's doing his double agent thing with the bad guys. And so Alan Rickman's just so good. I can't get over how good he is. Snape would be so easy to phone in this role because he's very poker face. But if you watch those eyes, you can see everything. There's just so much going on in his little beady eyes. You have to watch for it. He is so good. And last but not least, I have to say the appearance of this film is gorgeous. The CGI in the wizard battles, the bridge collapsing, fire swirling, even the kids having a little campfire while they're having a conversation, it all looks so good. You are never taken out of this for a moment. And you're just swept in, and really the real magic of this movie is the relationships between the characters. They work so well together, and for me this is the best one in the series yet, and I just rewatched the first 5 in the past couple of days, so this is fresh.